A Medical Lake police sergeant pleaded guilty to fourth-degree assault today on charges he touched a co-worker's breast.
With the conviction, Joe Mehrens faces up to a year in jail and struggling now to keep his badge. In a story you will see only on KXLY4, our Jeff Humphrey is live at district court where Mehrens entered his plea. Jeff, Mehrens was about to take the stand in his trial.
Right, Robin, and as a condition of this last-minute plea agreement, prosecutors agreed to drop their charge that this incident was sexually motivated. However, Sergeant Mehrens' bosses know that he has a history of on-duty sexually related problems, and now that could get him fired.
Mr. Mehrens, good morning, sir. Good morning.
This morning, Joseph Mehrens entered an Alford Plea. The legal maneuver allows Mehrens to maintain his innocence while conceding a jury might have found him guilty. Last year, the sergeant was accused of touching a police secretary's breasts under the guise of removing a stain from her blouse, a claim later investigated by Sheriff's Detective Dave Thornburg.
On the surface, it just looked like a he said, she said case. But, you know, we have to talk with both parties. Part of it was grabbing his personnel record.
Inside Mehrens' file, Thornburg found a pattern of sexual harassment that dates back more than 8 years. Mehrens had been suspended at least twice for unwelcome advances, including a volunteer female firefighter and a clerk at this Conoco.
It wasn't an isolated incident. It just wasn't a one-time thing. As I just kept going through this and talking with people, they would just lead me from one witness to another.
One of those witnesses included this emergency room staffer who said Mehrens put the moves on her just last year.
Usually it was a comment about how I looked in my uniform pants, or a lot of times it had to do with handcuffs.
Collectively, Mehrens' prior behavior convinced prosecutors this latest touching incident did happen and why the charge was filed regardless of Mehrens' occupation.
We prosecute cases based upon the facts, whether or not they're a citizen or somebody with a badge.
Sergeant Mehrens will be sentenced next month. Meanwhile, Medical Lake officials have begun their disciplinary process against Mehrens. His punishment could include termination. Reporting live at Spokane District Court, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.